Hey, Richard Beach here for SonicState.com at NAMM 2014. I'm at the Chapman Guitars booth with Mr. Chapman himself, and I think I'm about to have some fun.
Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers. I'm with Rich Beach here from Sonic State. I'm at the Chapman Guitars booth. Things are awesome because we've got a branded microphone. It says Sonic State on it. That means quality and assurance of good brand. How can I help you today, Rich?
Even though the microphone is touched up slightly with some felt tip, because I had a bit of a rough ride on the way here.
It looks like it was modelled on the hairstyle I had back in the 80s that my mum kindly gave me.
So, can you talk us through your new models? Because you've got a bunch of them, and everyone's really excited about them. And yeah, I want to hear about them, and I want to hear Beer playing on them as well.
We're an absolute honour to do that for you, Mr. Richard Beach. Let's start with the fact that Chapman has got 7. Got 7 on it. So, I give you the amazing Chapman Ml7, as designed by the general public of the world, democratically, collaboratively, and with wonderful help and guidance from my friend Keith Merrow, who sadly left us at the end of the project to join Schecter, which was good for him. He's a great guy, check him out. And basically he and I gave birth to this. It is a swamp ash body, maple neck, set through construction. It's absolutely stunning. It plays beautifully. This is not just a gent machine. This taps out, has really lovely passive humbuckers, custom Pro 7s. I designed these myself. Lovely, not too hot, because you want the amp to do the work. You don't want the guitar to overload the input. So these are Alnicos. These are passive. They're great sounding humbuckers. Ebony fretboard. For a change, I've angled the headstock and got rid of the string trees to make it a little bit more fitting with the genre.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about the way this came out. It plays like a dream. Someone like me can play it. I'm not a 7-string player, I'm just a rock blues guy, but I can sit down and enjoy this. And then the 7 guys rip it to pieces. So it's great. Rabia will now enjoy playing a 7. We got it in drop A for the lulz.
I've just decided I'm going to give up playing guitar because there's no point anymore.
No, take it up and get Rabia to teach you. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So here is the other model. By the way, that's carved top, which I really enjoyed. T-type carved top. This is our S-type. This time, Sabili mahogany. A little bit heavier. A little bit more mid-range focused in the sounds. Again, it's a set through construction. Beautifully done by our factory, who have done us proud. 7-string. By the way, both guitars, hip shot hardtails and hip shot locking tuners. Hip shot. That was hip shot.
So there's no way it's going to go out of tune when you're battering the hell out of it,
Well,
basically.
it could do, if you're very unlucky. They both tap. Same custom Pro 7 Chapman humbuckers. The same wonderful quality you've come to know and love from Chapman Guitars, and the same low price, because we don't use distributors. We have a unique direct from retailer approach. Retailer orders from the factory, straight to you. You save about 20% on everyone else. These are made in the same factory as 4 very well-known brands, beginning with E, S, and P. And same material, same factory, same workers, same great craft and love and care, same karma and respect and admiration from me, but they're cheaper. So that's the 7 strings. And then we made a gold top for the traditionalists in you. This is a new run called the Chapman Run. What do I call this run?
That's the Chapman Special Run.
Chapman Special Run, thank you. It's because the custom Pro 7 and the Chapman Special Run, it's all these things I have to recall, although I named it myself. So the Chapman Special Run is different because it comes on a hard case. Let me show you the hard case. So, this is, you call it a deluxe hard case. It has deluxe features. I'm not going to bother showing you inside, but you know it's fluffy. You know, when you look at it, you want to get in there and live there. It's got a trap door. It locks. It's got my name on it, which is a weird thing. Back to the guitar. So it's a gold top, traditional gold. It's not too sparkly, it's just lovely. It's got the right tinge of green to it. I know Andy's getting a great shot now because he's a pro, and I'm enjoying that great shot myself. Zebra pickups. This is the Seymour Duncan USA blue set. Really nice. And because I'm a big Peter Green fan, I went ahead and put a phase reverse in here. So you pull this, and it means that in the central position, you get that beautiful Peter Green honky sound, which I enjoy greatly. Again, ebony fretboard, infinity symbol. You know what? Someone asked me why I put this here for the first time today. Yesterday.
What's the answer?
The answer is it's 8 for octave.
Oh.
But also an infinity because Chapman goes to infinity, but it's 8 for octave point. So there you go. Yeah, mahogany, maple, and shiny black headstock. And then we do something cool because I don't like goop on my necks, so it's goopy. But if you take a look here, you see how I've masked off so that the neck is lovely satin finished wood. Same down at the bottom here. The body is gloopy, but the neck is not.
What's a cool feature?
Thank you.
Nice.
It is a cool feature. Tone Pro's locking hardtail bridge. Strings go through the wood so you get more wood tone, because believe it or not, from my understanding, wood makes a difference to the tone of a guitar. Interestingly, if you knock the body here, you won't hear this, you get a note. And if you knock the neck, you get a different note. I discovered it's a fifth between these two notes.
Really?
Just an interesting fact. I don't know whether that makes any difference at all, but it's a fun thing.
But surely every individual piece of wood is slightly different in its resonance.
Yes. So that's the gold top. We call it the ML2 Classic because it's like a classic vibey thing. And then I have a signature guitar which I love to pieces, but fuck that. This is my new toy. This is a guitar I always wanted to make. I've got a friend called Lexi who will appreciate this one very greatly. This is a Swamp Ash ML1 Hot Rod. Really light. It's you can pick it up with a couple of fingers. I am strong, but it's very light.
Yeah, I should note at this point that you are monstrously strong. So.
This is a 1000 series Floyd Rose tremolo. It's a real deal tremolo, not a German one, but the better you can get. This does this. This is a 35th anniversary Seymour Duncan USA full fat humbucker. It's basically a souped up JB. Really, really nice. The good thing about this is it's mega hot, but if you tap it and back it off, it's really chilled and crisp. Again, all the specs you come to know and love. It's got regular Grover tuners because we've got a locking nut. Ebony, really strong frets. These aren't steel, but they're very, very strong. And that's it. It's either on or it's off. That was on or off. Mostly on. Very proud of that. Comes in a hard case, a square one this time.
So, Chappers, when are all these available?
Well, these are all available immediately from England, from andertons.co.uk. But I think we just scored us some USA love. I think we got some retailers.
Really?
Yeah. So hopefully we got guys in New York, Washington and Los Angeles, but we're not sure. No one has signed anything. So if you are a retailer and you want to start selling Chapman guitars, please contact me. My name is Rob Chapman and I'm contactable on the internet. So do that and I'd be really glad to hear from you. Lastly, do it. I know you were going to do it.
What was I going to do?
You were going to say, Rob, what's that amplifier behind you?
The very beautiful looking amplifier behind you.
Yes, the very same.
Yeah.
This is my signature amplifier.
So is this an updated version of your signature amplifier?
Yeah, it's not actually available for sale yet. This is prototype number 3. This is the Victory Amplification Silverback. Now, it is a signature model. However, I'm calling it my non-signature because I don't really like signature models. I think you should be your own artist, and I don't particularly enjoy buying signature products, but I'm lucky enough to have, I've been involved in designing this with Martin Kidd. It is very much my signature amplifier, but I didn't want my name on it. There are no monkeys on it. There are no chappers on it. It's basically just a grey amplifier. My name is very smallly written on the back. I'll show you in a minute, it's tiny. Now, there are 2 changes visually, but the sounds are done.
You're going to open up that, aren't you?
I am. It has a trapdoor. So no more undoing screws and getting to the valves with a tiny amount of space and burning your hand. We have practical use here.
Yeah.
Very good for on the road. Get the valves out, go to work. You can put your sandwiches in there, it stays nice and warm for you. That was a great shot, I really enjoyed that, Andy. That was pleasurable to view. And then to make sure that once you got it set the way you want it set, nothing changes, we guard up. So, look at that. Magnetic.
That's cool. Has that ever been done before?
No.
No.
Again, this was my invention, practical application, because when I'm on tour, I've got a big crew and a big bus, it gets knocked around. When you set it exactly the way I want it, I'm quite anal on my tone, I don't want it moved, so we just guard up. I'll take you through the features. We've got 2 channels. Clean, which if you pull it, gives you like a JCM 800 type crunch. Really grindy British. Push it back in, it's a Fender sparkly clean. I basically tasked Martin Kidd and gave him 4 tones I really wanted, having demonstrated probably every single amp there is, aside from a Dumble. So, this is clean, which I'll probably never use, but some people like a clean. JCM 800 crunch, which I use a lot. This is all foot switchable, by the way. Taking it to the gain side, what we have here is ridiculous overdrive. Set about there, you can squeal on it and get really heavy, chopped up, focused tone gain. I've got a gain boost circuit here, which isn't just gain, it's also an EQ boost. And it's a variable amount, so you can foot switch it down or use your finger, whichever you find most pleasurable. And then you can add in enough gain to do anything you want with. It's saturated, it's like a Soldano, rock-a-verb kind of vibe. 3-band EQ, 2 separate master volumes, and the most wondrous reverb you've ever experienced in your life. And then because I play at home, and I have neighbours, great neighbours, but I play at home, I've got a 10 watt setting down here, or a 50 watt setting up there. So it's very practical for all sorts of stuff. Should I give you some tones? All right then, let me set it how I like it.
That's a tone right there.
It is a tone now, I'm going to guard up, so that no one can mess with that tone.
So we're about to hear this in action right now.
I can sense the tension building.
It is, it's building
as
hard.
I search my deep pocket for a plectrum. They're hard to find because they're camouflaged. So,
right, let's do this.
Let's do this. So, hi guys. So here it is, tapped, 35th anniversary Seymour Duncan. For you. So, my favorite amp of the entire world ever, bar none. This is what I'll be using probably for the rest of my life. The experience of making it with Martin Kidd was wonderful. He is the Santa Claus of shred. He's so mild-mannered and chilled and knows everything. When you give him a tone, he sees it in his head like a sonograph, like he sees the waveform. Mad. Anyway, it's got big effects loop, all sorts of fun stuff on the back. We don't care.
You were telling me this story the other day about what, you know, the way he visualizes this in his head.
Yeah.
So you picked out a sound and he was tweaking it, seeing it on, you know, on a screen in front of him.
Literally, I said, there's a sound in an amp I like. I can't tell you which amp, but there's a particular sound. He went, oh yes, yes. And I said, I want that, but I want it slightly more mid-focused with a little peak here. So I cut through, avoiding the cymbals, avoiding the bass, and working with my vocal range. And he went, oh, I can see that. And he was visually in his head doing this and squeezing the waveform. And then when he put this on the, I think it's got a sonograph or something, he went, oh, it's very reminiscent of what you're discussing, and he can move it by adjusting things in it. It's magic. The guy has a vision for sound, and it worked. So thank God I found Martin Kidd, or he found me, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is my amp. The one on the floor here is the one that Guthrie's using on tour. This is the Baron V30. little monster. Very loud, great sounding gain. Very different kind of gain structure, but still really great. And this is the V10 combo. Again, brown sound, Van Halen type vibe, with 2 adjustable power valves. So you can put anything in it, really, anything at all.
And so when is your prototype one available to the public?
Probably really soon.
Yeah?
I can't give you an exact date, but I know that it's ready.
Okay, cool.
So we can roll, basically.
All right.
Be available globally.
Well, as always, thanks for your time.
Cheers, man.
We know you're a busy man.
Thank you very much, Richard.
And
thank you, Andy.
Have a good rest of the show. It's drinking night tonight, isn't it?
It is drinking night tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, as is every night.
Well, thanks, man.
Cheers.
And thanks for watching. More guitar videos on sonicstate.com/amped.